The mystery before time. Intro. The journey. Hey there. Today we're taking a trip way beyond the clouds and stars. We're going further than you or I can even imagine. It's a journey with no beginning and no end. Let's explore something that will, at the very least, blow your mind. Close your eyes for a second. Imagine there's nothing. No sun, no stars, no time, not even empty space. Before the first atom was made, before light ever hit the darkness, he existed. But not as a god in human form or a judge on a throne. It was the monad, the absolute source, the one, the ineffable. What if I told you that everything you see, even you, is just a tiny spark from that perfect unity? Today, we're traveling to the deepest roots of existence, to a secret the ancient Gnostics protected with their lives. Get ready, because once you understand the monad, you'll never see the universe the same way again. The secret of the before. Have you ever stopped to think about what was there before even existed? What force held the void when even the void didn't have a name? The ancient sages, those teachers history tried to bury in the sands of Egypt, knew the answer. They didn't worship a human-like God who gets angry or judges from a throne. They worshipped the monad. The monad is the best-kept secret of ancient spirituality. It's the source, and you and I are just tiny flickers of its light. If you feel like the world is broken today, or if you feel a strange homesickness for a place you can't remember, it's because your spirit recognizes the vibration of the monad. Stick with me, because today we're redrawing the map of your divine origin. At the end of this video, I have a free PDF gift for you so you can meditate on these teachings at home. Let's head toward the absolute. The discovery, treasure in the sands. To show you this isn't just a fairy tale, we need to talk about real history. For centuries, texts about the monad were burned and hunted down. People thought this knowledge was lost forever, until the earth decided to speak. In 1772, a doctor named Anthony Askew bought a papyrus manuscript in London that came from the mystical lands of Egypt. This book, known as the Askew Codex, contained the secret teachings of Jesus to his disciples after the resurrection. But the final proof came in 1945 in a place called Nag Hammadi. An Egyptian farmer looking for fertilizer hit a sealed clay jar with his shovel. When he broke it, he discovered an entire library of Gnostic texts hidden for over 1,600 years. Why were they hidden? Because these texts say something revolutionary. You don't need a middleman to reach the divine, because you come from the monad. These manuscripts tell us of the invisible Father, the abyss of light. When you see the yellow and gold images in this video, remember they represent that knowledge, buried for ages, waiting for this exact moment to reach your ears through this screen. What is the monad? The philosophy. To understand the monad, let's look at the word. It comes from the Greek monos, which means unity. But it's not just the number one like in math, it's the absolute one. Imagine an infinite ocean of white light. It's so pure, your eyes can't even see it. In that state, there is no me or you, no up or down. There is only being. The monad is the invisible Father, the abyss of light. When you see the yellow and gold images in this video, remember they represent that knowledge, buried for ages, waiting for this exact moment to reach your ears through this screen. What is the monad? The philosophy. To understand the monad, let's look at the word. It comes from the Greek monos, which means unity. But it's not just the number one like in math, it's the absolute one. Imagine an infinite ocean of white light. It's so pure, your eyes can't even see it. In that state, there is no me or you, no up or down. There is only being. The monad is the invisible Father, the abyss of light. When you see the yellow and gold images in this video, remember they represent that knowledge, buried for ages, waiting for this exact moment to reach your ears through this screen. The monad is the pre-beginning. Before there was a Father, Son, or Holy Spirit, there was the monad. It is the abyss of purity. The ancients said the monad looked at itself in an act of eternal contemplation. From that reflection, that infinite love for its own light, creation began. But not a creation of mud and dirt, a creation of pure light. The monad is ineffable. It's like the silence that lets music exist. Without silence, the notes would just be noise. The monad is that original silence. It's the fountain where all life flows from, but it doesn't need anything to exist. It is total fullness, the pleroma in its purest form. In the images you're seeing now, those yellow and gold sacred geometry patterns, you're seeing the monad's first attempts to express itself. It is perfect order before the chaos of the material world tried to break it. The sun without a shadow. In ancient philosophy and deep mysticism, the monad is point zero. It's the supreme unity that holds every possibility. It's not a number, it's what holds all numbers. It's not a person, it's the pure consciousness holding up existence. It is you, in your purest state, without labels, without a past, and without fear.
To really feel that absolute unity, we first have to figure out what makes us feel so separated. Think of them as three veils. The veil of the name, the body, thinking we are only this container made of flesh and bone. The veil of time, the mind, getting stuck in yesterday or tomorrow and missing out on the monad's eternal now. The veil of judgment, the ego, splitting the world into what I like versus what I hate. The emanations, the waterfall of light. Now, pay close attention because this is where you enter the story. How did we go from that perfect unity to living in this confusing world? The answer is in the emanations. What is absolute unity? The monad isn't a thing, it's a state of total perfection. Great teachers describe it as the deep abyss or the invisible Father. Think of it like this. The monad didn't build the world the way a carpenter builds a table. Instead, the world flowed out of it the same way heat flows from a fire or light flows from the sun. The monad in Gnosticism. For the Gnostics, the monad is the monogenes, the one who is self-born. It's an ocean of light so bright that to human eyes, it almost looks like darkness. Why does this matter to you today? Because the monad is the peace we're all looking for. We live in a world of twos, good and evil, light and shadow, male and female. But in the monad, everything is one. No conflict, no separation. The structure of light. Imagine dropping a bit of ink into a glass of pure water. It spreads, creates shapes and divides. That's us. The monad let aeons flow out, beings of light that make up the pleroma, the fullness. We are the furthest sparks from that original fire. We're far from home, but we carry the monad's DNA in our spirit. It's like a sun that can't help but shine. Its rays aren't different from the sun. They are the sun reaching out. These first rays are the aeons, named things like intelligence, truth, or life. Together, they form the pleroma. Think of a waterfall. At the top, the water is crystal clear and powerful. As it falls, it breaks into thousands of tiny drops. Each drop is still water, but it's further from the source. In this material world, we are the drops that traveled the furthest. But here's the part that will blow your mind. Even if you're at the bottom of the waterfall, you are still water. Even if you have money problems, health issues, or feel lonely, there is a divine spark deep inside you. That spark is a pure piece of the monad. When you act with love or feel peace in nature, that spark shines with the color of original gold. We aren't humans having a spiritual experience. We are fragments of the monad, remembering how to go home. Your return to unity. How do we connect with the monad? People ask, if it's so far away, how do I reach it? The answer is silence. The monad is found where thoughts stop. You don't get there through books, but through gnosis, direct knowledge from the heart. When you see the unity in everything, you are seeing the monad. You aren't an accident. You come from unity, and you will return to it. Understanding this isn't just about old philosophy. It's about finding your dignity. You are a child of the Absolute. You are here to let that light inside you shine in the dark. Tease. In the next video, we'll talk about Pistis Sophia, the wisdom who wandered away from the light and how Jesus rescued her. It's an epic story. Why does this matter? The practical side? You might ask, Jesus, this sounds beautiful, but how does it help me today? One word: identity. Society tries to tell you who you are. The system says you're just a social security number, a consumer, or an employee. But when you understand the monad, you realize your value is infinite. If you come from the source of the entire universe, what fear can stop you? It also helps you practice civic duty at a higher level. If we all come from the same monad, then helping my neighbor is literally helping myself. Respect and kindness aren't just social rules. They are a way of recognizing that the other person carries the same golden light as you. Closing, and your gift. The monad is calling you, not through a religion, but through the silence of your own heart. I've prepared a special PDF for you. It summarizes these ideas and gives you exercises to find that inner peace. The link is in the description below. It's my free gift to you. If this sparked something in your soul, please subscribe and hit the bell. Thanks for joining me at Jesus de YouTube. Remember, the path to the monad starts with one single step inside yourself. Let's go together.